a monastery lost to time, whispers in the dark, and a betrayal that shatters faith itself. Before we dive into tonight's chilling tale, make sure to smash like and subscribe so you never miss the next dark story. Now let us begin. Chapter 1. Arrival at St. Berthold's. The year was 1347. A biting winter gripped the Rhineland, and through the snow came Brother Matthias, a scribe summoned to St. Berthold's Abbey. The monastery loomed black against the white hills, its towers shrouded in mist. Bells tolled, but no voices greeted him, only silence. Matthias clutched his rosary. God walks with me, but his heart knew unease. Chapter 2. The Cloister of Silence. Inside, the abbey smelled of dust and candle wax. Monks moved like shadows, heads bowed, lips sealed. Brother Anselm, the prior, whispered at last, "We keep silence, brother." Words awakened what should not be stirred. Matthias frowned. He had copied scripture all his life, but never had silence weighed so heavy. Chapter 3. The Forbidden Codex. That night in the scriptorium, Matthias discovered a chained book. Vellum blackened as if by fire, letters shifting like snakes. Brother Conrad, a young monk, grabbed his arm. "Do not touch it. That book is why you were summoned. They need a scribe who will not question." "What is it?" Matthias asked. Conrad's eyes darted to the shadows. "A gospel not of Christ, but of something older." Chapter 4. Whispers in the walls. At midnight, Matthias awoke to scratching. Voices hissed through the stone, not Latin, not German, but something deeper. Matthias right as free. He pressed his hands to his ears. The voices were inside. Chapter 5. The First Betrayal. Next day, Matthias confronted Prior Anselm. "This is heresy. Why keep such a thing?" Anselm's face was cold. "Because Rome would burn us all if they knew. But we can harness it." Matthias realized then, not all in the cloister served God. Some served the book. That evening, Brother Conrad slipped a parchment beneath Matthias' door. "Trust no one, not even me." Chapter 6. The Black Mass. Matthias followed torchlight into the crypt. There, monks knelt before the chained codex, chanting words that bled in his ears. One monk sliced his palm, dripping blood onto the pages. The letters writhed, glowing red. Conrad's eyes met Matthias from the shadows. He shook his head violently. "Leave now." But Matthias had already been seen. Chapter 7. A cloister divided the monastery, split in two. Those who worshipped by day, and those who whispered to the book by night. Matthias begged Conrad, "We must escape. Tell Rome." Conrad's jaw tightened. "If you try, they'll silence you. They already silenced others." Matthias asked, "Then why warn me?" Conrad looked away. "Because I am not strong enough to betray them alone." Chapter 8. The Omen. On the seventh night, the bells rang though no hand pulled the rope. A black stain spread across the abbey's altar. The monks who served the book called it a sign. They whispered, "The gate opens soon." Matthias wrote feverishly in his journal, "If I die here, let this be known. St. Berthold's has fallen to the devil's scripture." Chapter 9. Conrad's confession. Conrad found him in the scriptorium. "You must know the truth. It was I who brought the book here. I betrayed my vows." Matthias reeled back. "You? Then why help me?" Tears welled in Conrad's eyes. "Because I see now, I was only a pawn, and they will use you as well." Before Matthias could speak, the doors slammed. Torches flared. Monks surrounded them. And in the center, Prior Anselm held the black codex. Chapter 10. The Trial of Silence. The monks dragged Matthias and Conrad into the refectory. Candles burned in a ring, shadows leaping like demons. Prior Anselm's voice was calm. "Brother Conrad has confessed. He will pay the price. As for Matthias, he will finish the transcription. The codex must be complete." Conrad spat blood. Better to burn than write its words. But Matthias saw the glint of knives in the brethren's hands. Chapter 11. Chains of ink. They bound Matthias before the codex. The parchment shimmered, letters wriggling like maggots. His quill hovered, trembling. "Write," Anselm commanded, and when the quill touched, Matthias felt the ink crawl up his arm, cold and alive. Whispers filled his head. "We will give you knowledge. We will give you power. Write us free." His faith wavered. Chapter 12. The Hidden Chapel. That night, Conrad, beaten but alive, whispered through the bars of Matthias' cell, "There is a hidden chapel below the crypt. Burn it, and the codex dies with it." "How do you know?" Matthias asked. Conrad's gaze dropped. "Because I built it. I betrayed you once. Let me redeem myself." Chapter 13. Fire in the crypt. Together, they crept into the underground chapel. Black murals writhed on the walls, angels with broken wings, saints with hollow eyes. Matthias struck flint to torch. Flames caught on the old wood, but before the fire spread, Anselm appeared, robes trailing like smoke. "You think you can defy me? I am already chosen by the codex. His eyes burned crimson. Chapter 14. Brother against brother. The monks poured into the crypt, chanting, their voices a storm. Conrad drew a hidden dagger. Run, Matthias. He threw himself at Anselm. Steel flashed, blood sprayed. The crypt roared with fire and screams. Matthias fled, but when he looked back, Conrad and Anselm were locked together, burning in the flames. Chapter 15. The last betrayal. Matthias staggered into the cloister. The abbey collapsed in fire, but the codex, untouched, lay upon the altar, unburnt. One monk stumbled from the smoke, face blackened, eyes gleaming. Matthias helped me carry it. It was Conrad, alive. But when Matthias reached for him, he saw Conrad's veins crawled with ink. His smile was not his own. Did you truly think I fought for you? Conrad whispered. I serve the book. I always have. Chapter 16. Ashes of St. Berthold's. The abbey burned to the ground. Villagers claimed they saw no monks escape. But months later, in a distant monastery, a new codex arrived for copying. Its pages smelled faintly of smoke. On its first leaf, in shaky script, a name was signed, Brother Matthias. Yet the ink shimmered as if alive. Epilogue. The eternal scripture. Centuries later, in a modern archive, a scholar flipped open a medieval manuscript. Letters squirmed beneath his eyes. Strange, he muttered. This text, it reads me as much as I read it. In the silence of the library, faint whispers began. And far away, a cloister bell rang, though no monastery remained. And that was the silent cloister, a story of heresy, betrayal, and the price of forbidden knowledge. If it kept you on the edge of your seat, smash like and subscribe so you don't miss the next dark tale.